Good morning. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the. Are the boys back?
The boys are back. Did we ever leave though? I don't think we ever left.
We ever left. No, we took last Tuesday off. Your boy was in
Yes.
Florida, right?
You're right. I was flying. There's a fucking look at this. I wish you guys could see this. Like a praying
mantis, dude.
Praying
punch
mantis.
it, dude. Establish your dominance.
Hold on, my stream just went out too. We got to get that back on. There's like a praying mantis in here. While we were doing that, my computer went out, but now we're back. But yeah, last Tuesday I was flying. We're back now, baby, and better than ever. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm feeling good, man. I didn't go out last night. I've been going to this thing called Blue Mondays, which is like a goth, like new wave kind of like dance thing on Monday nights. Now I know Monday nights, I get it, but it is fun. So I'm feeling good, man. It's time to get back in optimal shape. So I'm really, kind of what do you call that? Getting ready to do that. I forgot what it's called.
Shreddy Source and you're prepping. I would like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Vive Organics, Immunity Boost, Cayenne, Ginger, and Turmeric, because woke up my throat's a little bit sore today, Rodney. So this is my medicine, and we're going to be drinking this healthy medicine, though, of course. So cheers to you guys. If you have your coffee, Rodney's drinking his coffee. Cheers, guys. Happy Tuesday. Number one show in the crypto sphere is back to Crypto Hour.
Let's go, baby. And today's going to be a big day for markets in general because Daddy Jerome, and guys, that is the poll of the day. Do you think after Jerome Powell speaks, is the market going to send, dump, or not do anything? He's going to be speaking today again around 9:40 PST. We will not be live for that, but I know Austin will, and you will, actually. It's going to be very interesting to see what his body language is because things seem a little too good right now.
How's the market looking today? I haven't even checked today. I saw Volt is absolutely sending. Volt is sending.
God, dude. Oh my God, yeah.
I haven't checked the market though today. Let me turn off my space heater because I don't want my room to rug again.
Okay, no worries. So when I'm looking at the market right now, we're still above a $1 trillion market cap right now. Things are just kind of trading sideways. We have a few guys that are winning, but I say, in cryptocurrency, plus or minus 5% really is trading sideways. The market is so volatile. But when we're looking at it right now, Jake, it looks like everything's just trading sideways. We're still hovering around the same market cap as before. And I think a lot of things are just waiting to move as soon as they hear Jerome speak. So we're going to have a lot of body language experts out there today, seeing what that man does.
We're probably going down. I spoke with Doom King, Dominic Ryder, the CEO of VEMP yesterday. Unfortunately, it was pretty bearish news. When he was on my stream last week, he said, look, if Jerome Powell crushes the market and raises interest rates by 50 basis points, this will be bad short-term, but good long-term. He says, but if he's a softie and he raises interest rates by 25 basis points, it's going to be good short-term, very, very short-term, like 3 days, which he predicted pretty much on the tee because we saw a massive pump during the week and a correction during the weekend. But he said it will be bad long-term. He was the most bearish I've seen him in a couple days on our stream yesterday. So I would imagine it's going to be bad, but who am I? I don't know. But that would be my prediction as of today.
Yeah, what we do know is that Jerome's not very good at hiding his body language. Either he's a really good actor or has a terrible poker face. But first, let me say what's up to the chat today. Guys, smash the like button. We got people in here, baby. Pack the house.
What's up, chat?
Javi. We got Matt. We got that guy. We got Dylan. What's up, IMJ? PC Admin. What's up, baby? Mike. Sacco Hunt. Somebody speak to my manager. Sacco's my manager.
Come on, Sacco. Sacco, I got to talk to you about this guy. Sacco, I got to talk to you offline about this guy right here, all right?
No.
This guy's been acting up.
Sacco, don't. That's not what I pay you for. I don't pay you to listen to other people. I don't pay you at all. Javi, Racket Club, Bud, Yeti, Gabe. Let's see.
Migration complete.
Migration complete. In the chat, baby. Have you seen Racket Club's? So Racket Club's a tennis instructor. He has some sick sweaters, bro. They're sick.
Yeah, I think I've seen someone post a picture in the sweater. Don't remember the name, but I saw it on Twitter. Sweaters look good. Should we order some? Sweaters?
I think we should order some sweaters. We got Edgar, Hemi Life, and Union Crypto. Charles, thank you guys so much. Smash that like button on your way in. But, a lot really relies on what this man is going to say. But, Jake, we're here for the long time, not just a good time. So does it really matter what he says?
Not at all. That's why we're going to crack our our sponsor, Blue Bottle Cold Brew. I would like to make a cheers, Rodney, to us. I would like to say a cheers to our wives and mistresses, and may they never meet. Cheers.
Bless you, babies. I know you're out there.
Cheers.
Okay, first of all, Jake, why do we have all these sponsors? I don't know anything about them. Who's getting paid,
No, it's not a big deal, man. But I just want to give a huge shout out to Pro Wireless, Logitech. Thank you so much for sponsoring the stream. Just fucking 50 sponsors the whole stream.
I have my Glock right here. I don't want to pull it out. I don't want to do that. Shout out to Glock. My Glock right here. Shout out to my Glock sponsor. Just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. These aren't sponsors, but I'm just drinking them right now. And honestly, have you ever had Blue Bottle Coffee? It's like a San Francisco-based company. They sell them in the cans now. They have them down here, but it's really, really high quality coffee.
I had it at your place. It was in your fridge. Right. You gave me one. Yeah.
Right.
You didn't remember that? You remember that one time months ago?
No, actually, I don't. But we have had a lot of good memories. It's been a little while since we've kicked it, but I think that is Miami confirmed. Is that confirmed now?
Are the boys in Miami?
Guys, if you're in the chat and you want to come to a UFC fight April 8th and hang out with the boys in Miami, book your flights. We're going to have some fun. Come to Miami. We would love to meet you guys in person.
100%. Anybody out there, we'd love to meet you in person. Say what's up. Take some pictures. If you guys are into that, please don't stab me if you're in the Saitama community, or we could throw down. Just bring some gloves. But yeah, man. And Powell speaks at 9:40 Pacific Standard Time, so in about an hour and a half-ish. Now, so here's the thing, Jake. It's like it doesn't matter what Powell says. You know, we're here for the long time, not a good time. And in fact, I want the markets to dump more. I really want some discount. I want a 10K Bitcoin. I know that seems crazy, but I really want a 10K Bitcoin, Jake. I mean, those opportunities are not going to be here ever again, in my opinion. I think the next run, we're going to send Bitcoin over 100K. That seems reasonable to me since we hit $69,000 last time. I mean, and I want these really discounted prices.
Yeah, it's 100%, guys. It's like most people in this stream right now, myself included, Rodney included, do not have our bags packed enough to have that generational wealth that we talk about, right? It's just true. It's like we don't have our bags filled enough. So the question is, when Bitcoin does dip down to 15K or below 15K, do you have it in you to buy? Because it happened. It hit 15.5K last a couple months ago. And how many people sat on the sideline waiting for it to go lower, or sat on the sideline because there was more fear thinking that it was going to go to zero, right? So the question is, are you going to be ready to purchase when it does go lower? Because hopefully, like you said, hopefully it does go lower.
100%. And Sackle Hunt, thank you so much for the $20 donation. I love you too. And Sackle's always giving me money to buy beer. Sackle, I've been buying beer, but we're not drinking so much these days anymore. I can't show up to Miami not in shape. I cannot show up to Coachella not in shape. Jake, I can't. I got to be in shape.
Yes, you can, dude. You got to like. I mean, you don't have to be shreddy. Like, dude, when I first met when I first met Rodney, this guy was a fucking brick house. And if you remember, a couple months earlier, I was on a live stream. Cinco de Mayo, had a couple of tequilas in me, and Rodney came on the stream, and I called him out to a boxing match. I meet him in hard summer at this house. He shows up, shirt unbuttoned, absolute brick house, guys, like 220 pounds. I'm like, I'm not boxing you first. Like, what? I'm not boxing you first, but I guess you're right. You know, it is good. But I mean, how much discipline does it take to get to that? Because you're like, I mean, you're walking around like less than 5% body fat when you're that shredded?
Oh, no. I'm like 10 or 11 or something like that. I'm a bigger guy, I would say. And I hold a lot of body fat in my thighs. You know, I got a big ass, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. You know what I mean? Thicker than a Snickers. You know, I got more ass than the model. Shout out to Kanye. I miss the old Kanye. No. That's a banger. But, I'm probably about around 11 or 12 body fat percent. So, yeah, it takes a while to get there. I mean, it's easy for me. Honestly, I just, just eating. Eating is my thing. Like eating and staying out late. Because when you stay out late, you don't sleep, diet, exercise, all that good stuff. But so Union Crypto makes a good point. I don't think Jerome Powell is going to change anything that he said last week. I think what he said is going to stand. I think so too. But here's the thing. They said inflation was transitory, right? Which it wasn't. And they also said that we may have a soft landing. We'll have to see. The earnings reports were good. I mean, it's like it feels like good news is bad news is good news. I don't know, but what we do know, Jake, is that we're smashing through inflation at a really fast rate, and we're doing a good job at getting it down. So maybe the markets will pump sooner than later. We don't know, but here's the thing, guys. Like we said before, we're here for the long run.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a slow year. Unfortunately, It's like we had a nice start to the year, right? I mean, January started off pretty good. We went from around an 18K Bitcoin to, I think, what was our all-time high this past month? Like 24K. We hit around a 24K Bitcoin. ETH was up 1,700. So most people in the crypto space, most experts, and guys, me and Rodney don't try to pretend to be experts. We listen to experts on this that actually have some information on technical analysis on markets and the macro economy. Most people believe we're probably going to trend sideways and just range in this 18, and some people say all the way up to $28,000 range for about a year before 2024, when this shit takes off and goes parabolic. So look, it's going to be slow. It's going to be boring. There will probably be news sprinkled in here or there, but we will be here. We'll be having fun. And I think this is the time. This is the most important time This is the most important time, right? Because you can't take profits at all-time highs if you're not investing at all-time lows. So this is the time that generational wealth is created, and you just got to be ready. You got to be prepared. My strategy, Rodney, and this is just my strategy only. Some people might agree with it. Other people probably don't. That's up to you guys. But my strategy is to dollar cost average in every single day. I have my 5 or 6 coins that I like, my blue chip projects that I like: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, XRP, and a few other ones that I dollar cost average into every single day. I don't look at it. I don't try to time the market. But when we do see a massive dip, like a 15.5K Bitcoin, that's when I have cash on the side ready to put in to buy more. So my strategy is simple. I don't know. Do you differ from that at all? Or are you a little bit more risky? And I'd love to see what the chat says in the comments as well.
Yeah, let us know what you guys do when you're buying the dip or how you invest. And Jake, it's similar, right? It's hard for me to time anything. I mean, we can time like bodies of like of time, like maybe like 3 months or something like that. You could say this is going to happen throughout this time, but the exact day, the exact moment is so hard to time. Very few people get it right, and those that do get it right only get it right 80% of the time. The best day traders, something like that, 70 to 80%, something like that. But yeah, same thing, Jake. When I see like a massive dump, that's when I put a lot of money in. But when I see times like these that are kind of stagnant, that's when I'll slowly dollar cost average. And guys, I'm not reckless with it. I'm not doing that into like small cap, plays that may or may not, pump or dump. I don't know. So I'm mostly safe right now. And I'm very, very risky when the markets are very green, like back during the peak of the bull run. And I will be the same risky degenerate when the market starts to run again. But now's not the time to spend all of your capital, put all your capital into these small cap plays that are just insanely risky.
Are we feeling a meme coin March? You think we're going to have a meme coin March?
Dude, I hope so. Let me tell you, there's one meme coin that's absolutely running. Jesus.
What is?
Christ. Volt.
What is?
Oh my God. Volt. Going.
I mean, bro, the burn. What is that?
Do you remember when we put that last stream? I was like, we were pretending to do TA.
Oh yeah, and like we kind of called it.
It worked, bro.
Holy shit, we should do that more often.
Sign up to my Patreon, $50 a month.
$50 a month, guys. Sign up to our Patreon, Discord too, and everything like that. And but yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing with Volt. They just announced a $56 million burn. I think it's higher now because it's a set amount of tokens. It's like trillions of tokens.
Yeah.
But Volt is absolutely running. What's the market cap right now? I can't see on this screen. Let me zoom in.
$116 million. So, and people say,
to put into perspective, on March 1st, if you look at the bottom of that smiley face, February 1st, this was sitting at a $46 million market cap. So this is almost 3x, pretty close to 3x from then. And I think we officially hit around a 10x from when I found this. I found this at a $14 million market cap. So 10x from there is a $114 million. Yeah. So we 10x from there, but Volt.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I went to public school, so I don't fucking know.
I went to community college and then public school as well, but I played baseball there, so got into Stanford, Harvard, turned them down though. Ooh. Just kidding. But Volt on an absolute incredible run. I mean, this is lining up to be, in my opinions, one of the top meme coins of the next bull run, right? It's like it's pretty impressive what they're doing. The community they're forming, the influencers that they're talking about, the roadmap that they have, right? Like the roadmap they have planned. They listed the stage 5 roadmap, Rodney, and then they dropped 2 utilities on there that aren't even on the roadmap, right? Yeah. So it's like this team is killing it, bro. There's no denying that. It's a good time to be a part of the Volt army. I'll say that.
100%. And look, we're both sponsored by Volt, right? They both pay us. We're both influencers. But, when it comes to meme coins, we like meme coins. Like, yeah, we talk a lot of blue chips and you could say safe cryptocurrency products. But when it comes to Volt, like, guys, meme coins are not dead. And we saw the power of meme coins during the last run. And we saw what Shiba Inu did and Dogecoin did. And many other meme coins, Baby Doge, Kleekai, these crazy meme coins that went absolutely insane. And there's value in a strong community. And the cool thing that Volt has is a strong community and now a pretty decent use case and making partnerships every single day.
Really good. I like how they just implemented a DAO too, right? So now it's like, I mean, Voltoshi's been doing a good job. He's still going to come up with the ideas and the roadmap, but it's up to the community to vote, right? He was like, hey, you guys want to do this? I mean, who would say no? You guys want to do this $56 million burn and migrate to Polygon? So we're also migrating to a new blockchain, which is going to be huge as well. But now it's up to the community, which I like. I like the leaving the power into people's hands. Yeah, we're both sponsored by Volt, but you and I get approached by, I get approached by hundreds of companies, right? And I turn down legitimately, like, this more than anybody.
Keep rugging left and right, dude.
I turned down 99% of them. Like, no. The most recent one, Kodachi token, that guy hit me up like thousands of times. People in my community like, please look at Kodachi, please. And I was like, dude, this does not look good. They're like, well, he's from Kishimoto. I'm like, go look at the Kishimoto chart. You know what happened with that? Like that shit rugged. So yeah, now the founder of like, of course that thing rugged. But point being, yes, we're partnered with Volt Inu, but we try to find legit projects to partner with. And I mean, you found them around a 30 million market cap, me at 14. Everybody's up since we found them. And obviously it's not promised to go up forever, but we do believe in this one strongly, not just because we're partnered by them, but because of what they've done.
Yeah, and I always recommend taking profits. Like I'm a big profits guy. Some people don't, but hey, man, if you're up a little bit and you can, and it makes sense because sometimes it doesn't make sense, take a little bit of profit. But
100%.
Matthew said something really smart. He said, "My average ship price is too high because I bought some too high." It's like, well, that's what you get with FOMO. Like most people want to buy on these insane green candles. Like no one wants to buy, when no one wants to buy when we're right when the market looks bad. Like right now, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's reverse psychology, and you have to do that. Like for me, whenever I want to sell, I buy. Or whenever I don't want to buy, right? Whenever I'm most fearful, I think that this thing's going to zero. CNN, Fox News, everybody. I go home for Thanksgiving and people are like, how's crypto? I'm like, okay, it's probably a good time to buy, right? But when CNN is talking about Shiba Inu, and I have friends from high school that I haven't talked to in years saying, is it a good time to buy SHIB? That's probably a good time to sell. And I was like, that's when you think it's going to the moon, right? So it really is reverse psychology. Right now, I don't really feel too fearful, too greedy, and that's kind of why I just dollar cost in a small amount. But when like this whole FTX, Binance fiasco drama is going on, like that's when you have to back up the truck and put some money in.
100%, right? And that's just the name of the game. That's a tale as old as time. If you think of investing, I'm relatively new-ish to crypto. You could say maybe the last 2-3 years, but I mean, if there's anything I've learned from people that are OGs in this space or OG investors at all, it's that same sentiment. It's like, dude, when there's blood in the streets, you buy. When it's going crazy, we're hitting all-time highs, you think about taking some profit. So, words of wisdom, Jake. But speaking of Binance, yesterday, Binance.com suspended USD bank transfers. Now, that sounds bad on paper, but what people don't understand, just like FTX, is that there's an FTX US, or excuse me, there's a Binance US and a Binance.com. So Binance.com, which doesn't serve US customers, isn't allowing bank USD transfer starting February 8th, which only accounts for like 0.0% or 0.01% of Binance customers would be affected by this policy change. So this was a huge headline for FUD, but if you word it a certain way, it sounds like, if you're an American customer, you can't transfer your United States dollars out of Binance.com when it's like, Jesus Christ,
Good FUD article. Good thumbnail, right? Good caption. But when you read there, I think it was just, there was some issues with a bank, like the Swift bank, right? Or the Swift payment services. That's what it was. We were chatting about it yesterday, but I think it's a lot to do about nothing. As you mentioned, it affects what, 0.01% of money on Binance.
Yeah, and CZ said something here. Let me pull it up that makes sense. So shout out to CZ, and they did some real humanitarian shit today. We'll talk about that here in a second.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. He says it's worth noting that USD bank transfers are leveraged by only 0.01% of our monthly active users. And what happened yesterday, Jake, is that they saw an outflow of $171 million because people were freaking out, not even paying attention to the news. Then he says, however, we appreciate that this is still a bad user experience and the team is working on quickly resolving the issue. And another thing he talked about, I want to point this out too, because it makes sense. He says right here, while some banks withdrawing support for crypto, other banks are moving in. Some setbacks were expected from last year's incident. Long-term, keep building. And of course, what he's talking about is every disaster that happened last year.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's the thing though, man. Like there was a time when Binance was getting attacked, and I don't anymore because I got my Ledger. Shout out to Ledger. I was holding a small amount of Cardano on Coinbase for a while, right? And everybody was, when FTX went down, Binance was getting attacked. Binance was getting all this FUD, and everybody was withdrawing their money. I actually put money onto Binance. I was like, because if they go down, that's bad for all of us, right? So I was like funding these accounts. So when shit like this happens, if you're in the crypto space, it's like, if they go down, we're all pretty much screwed. It's not going to go to zero, but we're all pretty much screwed. It's like, if they go down, you should be putting money on there, right? Instead of pulling off your money, like put money on there, like help Binance out. That's kind of my sentiment here. Because if Binance, the number one exchange by a lot, goes down, we're all screwed, Rodney.
Yeah, if finance goes down, guys, that'd be absolutely catastrophic. Now, would it end crypto?
No,
But it would set us
no.
back a very, very long time. But I can't see them going down right now. But in cryptocurrency, everything is fine till it isn't. That's what we've known about these huge catastrophes, Jake, is that everything's fine until it isn't. Like there's rumors, then there's no, we're good. Then there's radio silence, then it's bankruptcy. And that's been the trend.
Yeah, unless, but he's always been ahead of it, CZ, right? He's always been ahead of it. There's certain CEOs, like you can tell when something's up. Like Celsius, Voyager, Voyager, I believe, just got bought out by Binance US. So if you have your assets on Voyager, you can transfer to Binance US and maybe even get it 1-to-1. But those CEOs, like they went radio silent, and that's usually a red flag. But your favorite CEO in the world, Chris from Crypto.com, he got ahead of this, bro. Like straight up. It was impressive. Like he earned my respect because it's like, dude, they were coming at him from all different types of angles, and he got ahead of it. He did a live stream that Monday at 8 a.m. to address the FUD about Shiba Inu. There was some weird stuff going on with him, but I feel like if you have nothing to hide, you get ahead of it. And if things are usually going bad, you kind of see people hide behind the keyboards or, not even show up at all. Like we saw with Celsius, we saw with Voyager, we saw with Terra Luna, we somewhat saw with FTX as well.
Shout out, guys. We have 180 people here, guys. Smash the like, push us up in the old algorithm.
Smash
What's up, fan? What's up, fan? What's up, baby? How you doing? What's up, Brad? How you doing, babies?
What's up, Brad?
You guys are really adding to the conversation here. I mean, my Alpha Journey says, I love buying when it's down. Unfortunately, I've bought too many times when it's up as well. Learning to control emotions. Well, I mean, what do whales do? When it comes to cryptocurrency, especially small caps, Jake, whale games are rampant. And what do whales do more than anything? They control our emotions,
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough game, but it's like, even for a token like Volt right now, like that's a confusing buy, right? It's like it's pumping, but you see this massive burn coming. It's like, what do you do? Do you chase in? Do you FOMO in? Do you wait for a pullback? Will there ever be a pullback? There's talks about hitting an all-time high. It's like investing's tough. It's not for the faint of heart. So that's why there have been better chances, to get in, right? Like at the bottom. But investing is it's tough. You really have to take your emotions out of it. Just because people are talking about a chart and it's going up, it's like it doesn't mean it's going to go up forever. There might be a pullback, or who knows? You might have missed your opportunity. It's a really, really tough game, right? Like it really is tough to time the market. That's why, I mean, like 90 to 95% of people end up losing. Literally, 90 to 95% of people end up losing because it's a tough game to invest.
And then a lot of people quit after they get wrecked one big time, and I don't blame people because sometimes that it could be a large sum of money that could really wreck people. Now, the crazy thing about all of this is it's like when it comes to like what we're doing, it's like you got to pay attention to like the news around the crypto, not just or any kind of thing, right? You have to pay attention to like the sentiment, the news, the community to see what they're doing, and that requires like a lot of attention and time on the internet and paying attention to certain things because it's not just about hype. Sometimes it's about what they're building in a bear market.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like the tokens that are going to win the biggest during the next bull run are the ones that are building here. And there's a few that come to my mind, right? Like Volt Inu is obviously killing it. We see Colt DAO releasing blockchains, releasing a new gamification token. We see V Empire. We even see Saitama, who is continuing to build, right?
Yeah,
they're building, right? And then you've seen tokens that have fallen off. I mean, majority, I would say like 90% of tokens that were here from May to November of 2021 are all gone, right? They're all like, where's Mononoke? Where's Kishimoto? Where's there's the list goes on and on. Like, where are all these tokens? Where are all these developers? So the ones that are continuing to build are going to thrive. There's no doubt about it in my mind. There's no doubt about it in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, there's bad publicity still circling around some projects, so I know that I don't think they'll ever recover, in my opinion, my humble opinion. But A for effort, and the crazy thing about all this is that I mean, it's not easy to build right now. It's not easy to continue grinding right now. It's not easy to fucking sit here and just and like use your own liquidity sometimes and your own money to support the project because the buys and sells are just not coming in.
Yeah, it's a slow time in crypto, and that's why it's like you give credit to the developers that are still here. You give credit to the developers that are still hosting spaces and AMAs and updating their community because they're showing that they're actually here for the long term, right? It was easy to hop on camera in November because everything's up and you're smiling. There's, thousands of people that are bowing down to you as a developer, right? Like it was easy then. But it's like, how do you show up when your token's down 95%? That's got to be tough, Roddy, because you and I, I would never personally start a token. I don't pity developers whatsoever, because it's like they get more shit than anybody, right? Like
Yeah.
they're literally in charge of people's financial futures, which is like something that I would never want. But it's got to be tough for them to continue to show up while your token's down 95%. It's insane.
It is tough, but I think the best thing you could do right now in this space, which is completely free, is keep the community informed, continue to community build, be active on social media, really like reward your community, and keep building, not over promising, delivering, but delivering things on time and keeping things, kind of chill, right? And we've seen a lot of projects kind of take their foot off the gas pedal because things are not so exciting. But now we know, like, hey, maybe those products were here just for a good time and not a long time,
What do you think happens with these developers? Like, seriously, the ones that launch projects, and some of them were docs. Like, some of these guys were docs. Like, they put their names, their faces out there. Like, what's the pun? Is it illegal to launch a project, be docs, and then just like abandon it for whatever reason?
I mean, it's crazy, guys. We have 208 people here, guys. Smash the like button, push it up in the old algorithm. It's tough, man. But I think that, Jake, here's the thing. Some people just have no shame. They just don't. They don't care. Like, we saw like the insane examples of like rug pulls and projects going under, or people putting out projects that didn't deliver. They just have no shame. You could talk about Logan Paul in the crypto pet situation. Like, that's his project. It wrecked people. And his initial response was like, "It's not my fault, bro." It's like, have you no shame? I mean, a little bit of narcissism and psychopathy is, like, I think, needed to get to the top of any industry, because you got to fuck a lot of people over. But damn, like, have you no shame, man?
Yeah. Speaking of no shame, shout out to our sponsors, Alpha Brain, for sponsoring this stream. Alpha Brain, Joe Rogan's company. I actually do recommend these. It's a nootropic. You ever take Alpha Brain?
No, I do take a lot of multivitamins every day. I take vitamin D. I take zinc. I take a different complex of magnesium, zinc, and something else, another metal. And then I do fish oils. Did I say vitamin D? I did a multivitamin, and then I do vitamin C. Yeah, so I do a lot.
I want to go get my blood drawn, because I take so many vitamins, but I take like 8 different ones. But I need to get my blood drawn to see like what, because if you get your blood drawn, you can see what you're deficient in, what you're efficient in, and you can kind of base it that way. But I just take a bunch of stuff. But Alpha Brain is a nootropic, so it's like I would consider like a healthy Adderall, if you will. Like, gives your brain a little bit more power, a little bit more focus. So shout out to our sponsors. And I can't say his name for another 6 days, because I called him out for I thought my Tesla could beat his spaceship. Little did I know,
absolutely not.
He was actually driving a rocket from SpaceX. Little did I know. So I can't say his name. Who should not be named for 6 more days.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. I mean, Jayhawk, I mean, that thing was absolutely crazy. Can I pull up this video real quick? So Jake wanted to race Jayhawk.
I can't even say his name anymore. I'm banned for 6 days from saying his name.
You're banned. You are not allowed. I'm trying to find his Twitter. Hold on.
That was the fastest thing I've seen in years.
Yeah, dude, fast, bro.
We thought we were going to beat that.
Absolutely wrong. We thought wrong. Where's it at? I'm going to try to find that video here. But
and it was a good space, too. It was a good space. We had MetaMonkey AI on there. I can't wait to have them on the stream, too, so we can show people the metaverse. Have you got a key to the city yet?
I have not got a key to the city, but I'm picking up mine today. Actually, real quick, I want to show you Jayhawk's this car just smashing.
So fast.
Yeah, it's fast, very fast.
So
big fast. Yeah. But I'm gonna pick up my key to the city. And shout out to MetaMonkey AI, our sponsors right now for the week. And look, when you look at, okay, here's the thing. There are projects, and there are serious projects. There are projects, and shout out sponsor, they are sponsors, but they are serious projects, right? And let me tell you, MetaMonkey AI is a serious project, and the money they've put into this project, what they're doing, the involvement with the South Korean government, and with all the people, all the students working on this project, and how big this industry is in South Korea, and the partnership with LGU, which is like, LG Universe. I mean, it seems like a clear buy to me. And if this wasn't a bull market, this thing would have been sending. So it's at a $3 million market cap now. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, they're actually building. I think anyone can come on to our Twitter Spaces yesterday. It's still live if you guys want to go listen back and hear how serious these developers are. Hear what they're building. Like, they have so many different use cases that they're rolling out. These guys are legit businessmen. They're actually investing like millions of dollars of their own money into this project to build it out, to make it legit as well. And yeah, the key to the city, look at the utility, right? So you buy this, it was a $400 buy. So instantly you get $100 airdrop of the token. So now you have a $300 buy. You get 2 NFTs, right? You get the one is the key to the city, one is a property in the actual metaverse, and you can advertise. Like, I hope I get a billboard, right? I hope I get a billboard or the stadium. You can advertise, you get ownership of virtual property. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I was impressed by what I heard. I bought one key to the city, and I'm excited to see how it goes.
100%, Jake. But MetaMonkey AI is going to do big things, and we have more spaces here coming up this week. But Jake, we got to switch to some pretty sad news, and we got to talk about Turkey.
Yeah,
because Turkey right now, the death toll from a massive earthquake passes 5,000.
Oh my God,
I'm seeing
that's insane.
I'm seeing, so prayers out to the ones affected in Turkey. I'm seeing like these crazy videos, like people pulling children out of it, and this is just insane. And like this kind of stuff,
sad.
like it makes me wonder, like, dude, like nothing makes sense. Like, how is it that all these these disasters happen to, like, seemingly obviously innocent people? It's just so sad to see this kind of stuff happen, and it makes no sense, man. And Mother Nature is absolutely insane,
The death toll from Monday's devastating earthquakes and more than 300 aftershocks.
Yeah. So
what does that mean?
So they have one mega earthquake and then like different aftershocks.
No
like
way, man.
Crazy.
That's insane. Was the whole entire country affected? I mean, like, did it go all the way through the country?
Yeah. I mean,
dude, that's terrible.
Parts of it, I'm sure. I mean, earthquakes are gnarly. What's crazy is California is due for like a crazy big earthquake. Did you know that?
Yeah, man. It's pretty scary, man. It's sad. It's just unfortunately, this is the fact about living on Earth, is there will always be every year major catastrophes, right? We know that in the summertime here in California, there's going to be massive fires. We know that there's going to be hurricanes in Florida. We know that there's probably going to be earthquakes in California. We know that there's going to be tornadoes in the Midwest. We know that there's going to be, right? Like, it's just the natural fact about living on this earth. So your time can go anytime, right? It could be your time any second, any day. Unfortunately, this happened in Turkey. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. But it's also a good reminder that, like, at any moment,
it's precious.
It could be your time. You gotta really enjoy it, take it in, and really enjoy life. But yeah, thoughts and prayers with everybody in Turkey. It's terrible to see those images too.
Yeah, as you get older, you really realize something, that everything you are, everything you built, everything you've known is going to go away. It is going to go away. Our time on this earth is finite. So spend it if you can with those you love. Go out and do things you've never done. Try things. Get your ass out of the house and touch some grass, baby. Don't find that big. If you think your secretary's hot at work, ask her out, baby. You know what I mean? Just fucking send it, man.
Have fun. Enjoy your life, because it's like it really could end. Like, no one expects it to, man. Nobody expects, like, you and I and everybody on the stream, I'm sure we all expect to live till we're 85 or 90 or 100 years old and have grandkids and great grandkids. But, like, there's literally been 2 deaths on my street in the past week.
Oh my God, dude, that's gnarly.
On my street in the past week. One guy, which was absolutely insane, he was biking and a car, it's like a major highway, right? Like, you could bike. He was biking, a car hit him on the car, and the dude got out and started stabbing him, which is just like,
oh yeah, that's nuts.
That happened. Rest in peace. And then 2 days ago, someone got hit crossing the street and died. So it's like, life is fragile. That's the point of this. So enjoy it, spend times with people you love, and make sure to take that trip. Also, say yes a lot, Rodney. You do that very well. You like to say yes.
That was my last. Well, I'm slowing down this year, but last year I told myself I was going to say yes, guys. Before I would say last year I was kind of like, in a long-term relationship, and I was just kind of boring, and I kind of let the fun side die in me. And you know what? I was just
I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that.
Bro,
like, all I know is fun, Rodney.
Boring Rodney, bro.
What are you doing? What?
Wifed up, bro. Wifed up, and that's not an excuse to be boring, but I made it one, and I finally found what I love to do as a career, which is this. I love being an influencer and talking about crypto. And crypto, we're here early. We've only been in the space for a small amount of time, baby. We still got so many years to grow and send it, baby. I'm so excited for that. But yeah, not fun, Rodney.
I can't imagine not fun, Rodney. All I know is fun, Rodney.
Yeah,
all I know is blonde hair, Rodney, baby.
Yay!
Mohawk, Rodney.
And we dance to the break of dawn, baby.
Yay!
Mean dancing machine, I'll tell you that. But Jake, there is a nice little glimmer of niceness here we see in the market. And CZ saying, time to take care of our users. Binance to airdrop $100 in USD in BNB to users in Turkey earthquake region. Roughly $5 million USD.
Wow.
94 million, I guess, their currency. Dude,
yeah,
that's great.
Great guy. Great guy. He
Right.
has, obviously he has their locations based off of the KYC, so he knows who's there, and he's airdropping people hundreds of dollars, right? And I don't know. I've heard that Turkey's very affordable. So I would imagine 100 USD is probably close to $500 to $1,000, because I was looking at Airbnbs and whatnot. It's like it's very affordable, like Brazil. So this is going to go a long way, and this is the good that we look for, right? CZ Binance he's starting to grow on me, Rodney. I've told you a lot. I don't know how I feel about him, but he's starting to grow on me, because this guy could have been out there buying stadium naming rights and sponsoring the UFC and doing this and that. And instead, he's growing. He's giving people jobs. He's hiring people while other companies are laying them off. Other crypto companies are laying people off. And he's also giving back. So CZ's grown on me. This is a great gesture from CZ. And I really think that he needs to follow you back on Twitter.
Yeah, what the hell, CZ? Follow me. CZ, what are you doing? Nah, he probably won't. I'm too much of a peon right now, but maybe in the future, CZ. But shout out to you, my man. I mean, I don't trust exchanges at all, because I'm more of a, at first I did, Jake, but as time went on, I can't leave my hard-earned crypto in the hands of these businesses, because you just don't know. And I don't believe all the FUD coming out of the United States when it comes to them targeting CZ and saying that, maybe his company's not as big as they say they are. They're a house of cards. They have a lot of liabilities. I mean, whatever the FUD is, the truth is, through all the FUD, all the negative targeting, all the runs that they've had, right? All the FUD and the large amount of money coming out of this exchange over a couple of days, they've been able to sustain everything, and they're fine. They're actually committing to building and expanding their business in 2023. So what can I say,
I like him. I like what they're doing. That chess move, though, that he did with Sam Bankman-Fried,
oh
is
yeah,
going to go down as the greatest move in history. Like, because without that, who knows if SBF and the FTX House of Cards fall that quickly, at least.
Oh, dude, yeah. And you know what? That I think Mark Wahlberg is making a little documentary on their relationship, and it's going to be interesting. That dynamic is crazy, bro. From when they started to the betrayal, you could say, Sam Bankman-Fried. What he did to CZ. I mean, he was like in bed with politicians, and going against everything crypto stands for.
It's Adderall, man. I think it's the Adderall. Like, I'm being serious. Adderall, like, I really think it, like,
it's just bad for you.
It takes away people's souls. It makes people not think clearly, and
it makes your dick not work. I'll tell you that.
This is true. This much is true, and I really do think that it's like, when it makes people just like manipulative and like not humans and not care. So I think it's Sam Bankman-Fried probably pulled the strings and was going at him first, and ultimately we see what happens. What's the latest with that? I mean, do we have an update on that? Is this guy in prison yet? Are we still awaiting trial?
So the last excuse me, I heard about Sam Bankman-Fried was FTX, the new management, John Ray, which I think he's made 660. He's made a lot. I think it's like made like 60 million, or he's made a lot of money. Let me see, John Ray salary, how much he's making from that. Yeah, he's making a lot. He's making $1,300 an hour doing that.
No shit, he does this, bro. I was wondering. I was like, why does this guy, do all these bankruptcy things? And it's like, oh, he's cashing in.
Hell yeah, I'd be dragging that shit out. But what they're doing right now, Jake, is that they're reaching out to all the politicians that were donated money. Like I used this example the other day. Say if Jake Gagan robbed a bank, which I'm not saying he did or not, but if he did, say he robbed a bank for $1 million, and Jake gave me $100,000 of that $1 million, and then say Jake Gagan gets arrested for robbing the bank. Now, the authorities are going to go after all that money, and me too, trying to claw it back, saying, hey, that money was obtained illegally. And so that's what they're saying with Sam Bankman-Fried. They're trying to reach out to these politicians that he donated, $40 million to, that we know of, and get that money back. But unfortunately, they're clawing back all the money, which one part of it was about kids in Florida who got scholarships from Sam. Like, let them have that money.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, look, for the politicians, first off, I mean, those guys have spent this money. That's what they're going to say, right? They're going to, you gave us $1 million? Yeah, well, we had to spend it here, here, and here. Politicians are the biggest liars and crooks in the game. But unfortunately, kids that receive money from them for scholarships, they're probably not in school yet. School probably starts in August. They're probably, unfortunately, going to get the money taken away from them by the government if they end up doing this, because politicians are going to say, oh, we already spent the money. I'm sorry. Like, we can't give it back. But these kids who actually deserve the money, right? Like, that's actually a good use of the money, although it's really customers' funds and it should be in their accounts. But it's a better use than donating to politicians to kind of grease them and pay them off. And unfortunately, they're probably going to get this money taken away from them. But, ultimately, I think that the politicians should give the money back. If I was a politician or if I'm voting, let's just say a senator in California, which I think a lot in California did receive money from SBF. If they came out, Rodney, and said, you know what, this money's dirty, we're going to give it back to the victims that lost their money. We received $2 million from that. I would probably vote for that person, right? Like that is a nice show of honor, a show of character, and I would probably vote for that person. Will it happen? We shall see. But I would definitely recommend it. I would like that if a politician were to give money back to the people that need it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it'd be nice to see who came out and who's going to come out and really kind of get behind this whole movement. But the thing is, like, the clawbacks right now are anonymous, so we don't know which politicians are going to come out and actually say that they were involved in those sorts of things. But I think that if they don't get the money back, I think the threat is you're about to get doxxed and exposed and those sort of things. I want to know who was given the money. Not that it matters, because look at politicians get money from people lobby, right? You think politicians run the world? It's corporations, right? And businesses, billionaires, not 100,000aires that some of these politicians are, right? It's billionaires.
Yeah. I mean, I have no issue with them accepting money, because I mean, dude, we are in this space fully entrenched, right? And up until 4 months ago, we thought SBF was a hero. So if SBF approached, I mean, he's having meetings with Biden, he's having meetings at the White House. If I was a politician and SBF came out to me and said, "Hey, we want to give you $2 million for your campaign," I would accept it, right? Everybody would have accepted it.
We're like, "Hey, let me give you $2 million for your campaign."
Yeah. Hey. Exactly. So I would have accepted it. Most people would have accepted it. I don't think that they're in the wrong for politicians accept money. Now, it'll be interesting who gives it back. I would probably imagine that very little do, if any. I don't think it's going to come back, Rodney.
Absolutely not. And they probably use it for the midterms, for campaigning and those sorts of things. What the fuck are they going to do? Make it spawn out of nowhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the money's gone. The money's gone. Yeah. It's been used. It's been spent. It's been invested. Paul Pelosi probably turned that $2 million into $50 million. The number one investor,
day trader extraordinaire
in the history. But yeah, ultimately, we shall see. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that trial, because it's going to be. I mean, he's been doing some crazy stuff, sending encrypted messages. If you had a guess today, Rodney, based off the evidence, guilty or not guilty?
Oh, he's fucking guilty. He's mismanaging funds, I mean, he has 3 people that were closest to him testifying against him. But it makes sense for him to go to trial, because, I mean, it's like you go to trial and you don't go to trial and you get sentenced to a million years, or you go to trial and you get sentenced to a million years. I don't think it matters. So he's kind of screwed. But this is crazy. And first of all, Watcher Guru, I covered this story yesterday. So, quicker than you, baby. They put this out 6 minutes ago. But guys, this year, the biggest pastime in American history, right, is the Super Bowl, right? We could say, right? It has to be, or just football. People say baseball, but what do you think? What's bigger, the Super Bowl or the World Series? It has to be the Super Bowl, right?
Super Bowl is the biggest. I think I guess it's actually not the biggest sporting event in the world. I think the FIFA World Cup is, but the biggest sporting event that happens every year is the Super Bowl.
100%, but they're going to ban cryptocurrency television commercials. Now, I don't blame people for not wanting to put cryptocurrency commercials, in light of what happened, through the last 6 months.
Yeah, I would do the same exact shit, guys. Like this is the number one slot for any company in the world to have an advertisement, right? The Super Bowl. They're in high demand. They don't need cryptocurrency ads. They don't need anybody. They're going to sell out regardless. And let's be honest, it was a bad look on them. Last year, they had crypto.com ads, which not too bad of a look, right? They had LeBron James ads, not too bad of a look, but they did have multiple FTX ads. So if I was the Super Bowl committee that's in charge for this, I would do the same thing. As a pro crypto guy, I mean, I wish it wasn't the case, because people will see this, it's a headline, and now more people will probably be against crypto, right? It will kind of spark some sort of an outcry against crypto. But if I was on the Super Bowl committee, I would do the same thing. It's like, why would we risk it? What if we do a crypto.com ad and crypto.com goes down for mismanaging funds? Like, it could possibly be a liability for the Super Bowl and their advertisement. So they are in no short demand, right? Everybody, Coca-Cola, Bud, like, let's just, bang the FTX, bang the crypto. Let's just give Budweiser another horse ad, right? Let's give Doritos another funny ad. Let's give Taco Bell. They're in high demand, guys. I think it's a good play. Even as a pro crypto guy, it's a good play by the Super Bowl to ban the cryptocurrency TV commercials. Yeah,
I don't like it. I love seeing the eToro commercial last year with Shiba Inu, but like, honestly, like right now, I'm even like, let's sit this one out, because the FTX situation was like larger than life. I'm having like. So I met up with my one of my good friends, and that's when I broke my our sober December was in when I met up with my friends, and I sent that $500 to you, but I met up with his family, even his mom, who knows nothing about crypto, was like, "So did you hear about the SBF guy?" You know what I mean? It's like that's how big it was. Like normies that don't even know about crypto are learning about the situation. So right now, we'll see about next year, though. We'll see about next year.
Yeah, they'll be back. I mean, it's like we deserve it. We deserve a timeout. We deserve a year out. That's what I'll say. As crypto as a whole, we deserve a year out. So I'm not mad about it. I think it's smart from the Super Bowl committee, and we shall see.
More alcohol ads. Jake, I forgot the Super Bowl was this week, but we have the UFC fight.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
Way bigger. Volkanovski versus Islam. Who do you think takes it?
I want Volkanovski to win, but I think Islam's too big. But I'm gonna. My heart is going with Volkanovski because he's very strong. He's very small. Look at that center of gravity. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be tough for Islam. I think, and I think he's faster. I think he has more, but he doesn't have that knockout power to stop Islam from closing the distance, in my opinion.
We shall see. I have no idea. I mean, I think that Islam, I mean, he ran through Charles Oliveira, which is probably one of the scariest guys in the division last year. Ran through him.
Thumbs down.
So, yeah, so it's my heart and brain says Islam in this one. Do I want Volkanovski? Absolutely, but everything's saying Islam.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Are we going to get together? We'll see what's up with that. But here, Super Bowl pick: Eagles or Chiefs?
Dude, I haven't watched one Super Bowl. I haven't watched one football game all year. So let's go
good.
Eagles. Fly birds fly.
Yeah, I was going to say caca, but is that a eagle?
Oh, that's a raven. That is a pigeon, Rodney. But I mean, like Kansas
what
City.
What does an eagle make?
Eagle makes money, baby. Yeah, that's an eagle. Well, yeah. Look, America, the bald eagle, Eagles. Go America. Patrick Mahomes, he's already won it, once, twice, 3 times. Andrew Reid.
Once. It's been there twice, won it once.
Yeah, come on, guys. It's Jalen Hurts' turn. I used to watch, dude, too, and like no hate to anybody that did that, like that still does this, because I used to love it. But I used to play like in multiple fantasy football leagues, watching football all day long, Thursday, Sunday, Monday. Like it used to control my life. And I honestly don't think I've watched one game this year. Just freed up my time, But I do miss were you ever in that, like the fantasy football leagues and shit?
No, never. I was never into that. No.
Loser.
I know. I know. That's a long commitment. 16 weeks. Blah.
Bro, it's fun. And it's fun because you do it with your boys, but it's like, man, you realize like how much time you save. Like you save like 10 hours a week to go do other shit. So yeah, the only sport I really watch like religiously, and I watch it a lot, is the UFC. Like I never really miss a fight.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I love UFC, man. Like I'll buy the pay-per-view and sit on my couch by myself. Like that's how much I love the UFC. Like I don't even care. I'll just buy the pay-per-view, sit on my couch on my big ass TV, sit there with a blanket and just watch fights.
Eat pizza. Just I usually, if I'm watching alone, I yell at the screen. Like I'm jumping up, yelling at the screen. But dude, I'm honestly, bro, I'm so excited. We get to see fucking Alex Pereira versus Izzy Adesanya in person. I've never seen Izzy fight.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
I'm not.
I am ready, but I'm not ready.
Dude, those tickets are going to be insane. Let's go. What I was going to say is we got to figure out something for the fight Saturday. I mean, you guys come to SD. I can come up there. It all depends. We'll see what's up. I'm not sure if I'm going to turn up Saturday night or not. I don't think I want to be honest. I'm so focused in grind mode, but I do like the party, though. I don't know. Dude, I've been getting really bad FOMO. I've been getting really bad FOMO, dude.
Bro, you said that so serious. Yo,
I am.
What, man?
Dude, I can't. I don't know what's up with that. I've never gotten this in my life before, but it's Friday night, Saturday night. Like I cannot stay in. Like it hurts my soul.
Why, man? I think
I don't know.
You need to. You need to take some time, man, to fucking to chill, to relax. To
what do?
Yeah,
hurts my soul.
Yeah, I mean, but also at the same point, right? Like we were just talking about the turkey and the earthquakes. Like, hey, that shit could happen anytime. So it's like, fun. Go out, have some fun. Yeah. But it's just, I think it's important. It's important to have fun, but it's also important to take time and relax. And look, watching the UFC fights with your homies, you don't have to send it and go out and do stuff like that. Just, eat some good food, eat some chicken wings, get some burgers, watch some fights, and call it a night. All
right, best flavored chicken wings. Let's go.
Buffalo.
Oh, dude, I love the spirit, but the body needs a fucking bottle of Tums after that.
Yeah, dude. I've actually been getting a lot of heartburn lately. Is that part of old age? Like when I eat now, it's like I'm like fucking like burping all the time. It's never happened before. Like what is that?
Like I know when I eat anything mildly spicy, I'm shitting out flames the next morning. 100%.
Yeah, I used to be built for this. I used to like have an iron gut, but it's like as you get older, Rodney, Yo.
Beluga whalehead. He said Beluga.
Beluga?
Thank you so much for the $2 donation, Jayhawk. Yeah, I like buffalo wings, man. They're the best with some ranch, some blue cheese, but
some fries.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Boneless or bone in?
What the fuck you mean? I don't chicken. What my 10? I don't eat chicken tenders. Get the fuck bone in.
Red flag, bro.
Wait, Jake eats
red
chicken
flag
tenders as a grown man. Everybody,
red flag. Hold on, I'm sure the chat agrees with me, guys.
No.
Chat,
Guys,
boneless or bone in? And be honest too.
Sin.
Be honest too.
That's a sin.
Be honest too.
We're just gonna avoid the bones,
guys. Boneless or bone in? It's like, why would I want to get my hands dirty? Why would I want to eat around a actual bone? Like, just give me the chicken. Let me just pop it. I can throw it up.
Eats with a fork and a knife, don't you, you fucking weirdo?
Question for you: Can you throw your bone up, catch it in your mouth, and eat it without taking the bone out?
No, that's weird. I would probably choke.
Yeah, no, yeah, you would probably choke on the bone. So that's why we go boneless. It's more fun, Rodney. It's better for you.
Nah, you're getting roasted right now. We're getting bone in. Everybody's saying bone in.
Everybody's saying boneless.
I'm calling if you eat a boneless wing in front of me, I'm calling the authorities and they're gonna arrest you.
Did Steve Aoki make a song called "Bone In" or "Boneless"?
Wait, did he really make a song called Bone?
Check it right now, dude. You know the song. It's bum 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 bum.
Bone in everywhere. Bone in everywhere. No
Everybody's saying boneless. Everybody's saying boneless.
Because the average age of this chat isn't 5, Jake.
Sorry, I'm a little bit younger. Rodney, you're showing your age. You're really showing your age. Chat, you're showing your age, chat.
You old fart. But no, boneless is not bad sometimes. I like me some chicken tendies. I fuck around with chicken tendies. Like at a sporting event, chicken tendies and fries.
The best, yeah. Pretzels, popcorn.
That's
pretty good. Roast me, guys. Let's see it. Roast me. Bring it.
Jake, we're not 5 anymore. We don't throw our food up in the air. I do actually. I do that sometimes with grapes. I be doing that
with grapes. Yes, all the time. Come on.
Gotta work on my accuracy.
Live a little, huh? Live a little. So be a kid, guys. Come on.
But yeah. So yeah, we'll see what's up with the fight Saturday. It's going to be lit. And Volkanovski just took a little sponsorship with Crypto.com. Now, I know that they were sponsoring the UFC. Let me show you this.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I know that UFC is sponsored by Crypto.com, but I don't think that any individual fighter is really sponsored. So let's go check this out. This is pretty cool. We got the man over here. Check it out.
What's up, UFC fight fans? I'm proud to announce the partnership of myself and Crypto.com before the big fight at UFC 284 in Australia. Crypto.com is a proud supporter of both the UFC and its athletes.
He's gonna get fucked up, dude.
Progressing the sport of MMA globally. Nothing means more to me than defending my belt in front of the Aussie fans. So to celebrate, Crypto.com is giving you a chance to win a pair of my signed gloves. So simply follow the instructions below and remember, fortune favors the brave. What's up, UFC?
No, it doesn't. They gotta cancel that slogan. But yeah, I mean it's cool. What do you think he's getting paid for that?
Oh, a fucking bag, I think. Has to be, right?
Yeah.
A nice little bag. I hope so. Maybe 100K?
Yeah. Probably, yeah. I mean, probably a little bit more, honestly. He's a champ for a long time.
He's a pound for pound. He's a pound for pound.
He's going on to be the double champ. He's probably getting like 150 to 2 for that partnership and probably some probably.
Dude, if he beats Islam, he's gonna flip the entire MMA world on its head.
He's the GOAT. If he beats Islam, he's gonna be the GOAT because now he's the lightweight champ, right? So that's actually a better division too. I would say it's like he's the lightweight champ. He's gonna be fighting guys like Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler. He's gonna be fighting probably Charles Oliveira next. It's like if he wins it, I wouldn't be surprised though too. It's like I don't think he's gonna win, but it's like anything can happen in the UFC, bro. That guy is a fucking absolute killer. So anything can happen in the UFC. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But that's why you watch. I mean, we've seen crazier shit happen, right? We saw Alex Pereira come back and beat Izzy. We saw Charles Oliveira win. It's like anything can happen.
Yeah, what I like about him is that he was one of the wrestling. He was like the Australian like wrestling state champ or some shit like that, or the champ of like Australia. So he has wrestling, and he played rugby at like 205 pounds.
I know that's crazy. He fights at 145.
Look at this guy. Look how funny he looks.
He fights at 145. Like, I wonder what I don't really know his whole entire journey. Like, what made him switch from like, oh, I'm gonna do rugby to go fight? Like, when did that happen to being the champ? But his mental toughness, bro, is it's something that's different. He's built different.
Yeah, he's.
Oh my god, he was fat, bro.
Yeah, he was 205 pounds playing rugby. He was a fucking tank. Like,
and he's 5'7"?
No, he's like 5'4", something small.
How are you 5'4", 205?
Oh, it's just a brick shit house, bro. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, muscle and fucking. And that's why I say, but guys who are big and then become skinny have such a strong base.
Yeah.
Like, and you play rugby, like he has a strong, like muscular base. and he used to wrestle. So, and he has a lower center of gravity. So I think that's what's going for him. I just think that Makhachev's power may be too much for him because Makhachev can crack, man.
And Makhachev walks around at like 205 on a regular basis. He's built different. He's from Dagestan. Did you see the Nelk Boys video where they went to Dagestan and trade with him? It was pretty insane. Like the training that they do, like, bro, they literally, like, their ice bath is, they cut a brick in the middle of the ocean, if you will, out there in the lake, and they get into a freezing cold ice bath, like negative, like ridiculously cold, right? Like probably 15 degrees, like freezing. Can't be 15. It would melt. But anyways, 32 degrees, 33 degrees, whatever it is. And their training regimen's just still different. It's like, bro, we're from America. We're from California. Like, we're very, very spoiled. Like those guys that are from Dagestan, the ice cold of Russia, like they're built different. Plus, he's been training with Khabib his whole life. So still, I'll say it live. I got Islam. If you want to make a little bet, we can make a side bet, Rodney. If you think Volka is going to win,
I'm going to go with Volkanovski. Let's do $100.
$100?
Yeah, $100.
Virtual shake on camera.
Is that the bust down?
It's the bust down. You know we got.
Is that the bust down? Oh, is that the bust down?
Bust down. Come on, son.
Bust
down,
we got Tatiana.
Hey, bust down, roll down.
I want to see you bust down.
All right, so we have a $100 bet. Anybody else want to take that bet? Taking it once, twice, sold. Rodney, $100 bet. I got Islam. You got Volka on Saturday, and I think the fights are actually at a favorable time. I love how they always do it based on like California time. It's the best. Yeah. We're so lucky.
I think Islam's gonna win. Islam's gonna win, but I'm gonna go. I'm going for the upset. I'm just doing the bet to make things interesting. I think Islam's gonna win.
Okay. $300.
Dude, what if fucking Volk just sleeps his ass, bro? What's up with Burns and Masvidal? So that's gonna be a vaulted fight, but that's a good fight for Masvidal.
You think?
Yeah, he's a very good takedown defense. Very good takedown defense. Very explosive. It's 3 rounds, right? Oh no, is it 5 rounds or 3 rounds?
I think it's 3 rounds.
It's okay.
3 favors Masvidal. Yeah, 3 favors Masvidal for his conditioning, his cardio.
Very good takedown defense. He's only been knocked out once recently, so maybe his chin is cracked. And he can throw too, so it's going to be a good fight. Burns has insane power, by the way.
Yeah, he has insane power. It's going to be a really good fight. I was just Gilbert flew out last week. I picked him up. He came out for the Bellator fights. We were talking about it. You know, he's dialed in. This is his year. 2023 is his year. He's not really worried about anybody else. And Masvidal, look, he's a great fighter, but he's been doing it for a long, long time. He's lost. You know, he's fought the best. He's fought Kamaru and Colby. He's lost his last 3. I think Gilbert's just a little bit ahead of him. You know, he can he's gonna probably try to strike with him, but if he wants to, he's gonna take him down. He's gonna submit him easy, and I got Gilbert probably by submission in round 2.
I think I'm gonna do Gilbert by, let's see, submission. Maybe he'll drop Masvidal and take it. Masvidal's jiu-jitsu is so good. They both fought Damian Maia, and Masvidal was able to stuff everything from Damian Maia. And Damian Maia is such a good grappler. Yeah. He was good. He wasn't able to stop Colby Covington from hugging on him, so it's gonna be a good one. But I'm rooting for Gilbert. I'm rooting for Gilbert.
Yeah, I would be if you're like, I'm rooting for Masvidal, big dude. That's kind of it's our boy. Can't root for him, but it's gonna be a good fight. Anything can happen, but I just think in this particular fight, it's like it's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good fight. Like UFC, it's tough to call because Masvidal could throw one punch and you know it could stop him, or Gilbert could throw one punch and it could stop him. It's like someone could break a leg. It's a crazy thing, but I just feel like where they're at in their careers, the trajectory that they're going on, Gilbert's kind of coming up, and I feel like Masvidal's on his way back down.
100%, and Gilbert's way sharper. I mean, he's been in the cage more recently and those sorts of things. You know what I mean? He's just sharper. But Jake, it looks like that's about the end of our time, buddy.
It is the end of our time, guys. We appreciate you having here. We're going to go over to my channel, have a pretty much Volt Inu specific stream. If anybody wants to come over there, talk about SHIB a little bit. But as always,
great.
The boys are back. Rodney, when are we going to do this again?
We are doing, Jake, are we on 5 days a week? Guys, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We are live. And the schedule's down below in the description. We are live 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitter. And on Tuesday and Thursday, we'll be live 8 a.m. on Tuesday on my channel and 9 a.m. on Thursday on Jake's channel. The Crypto Hour, 5 days a week, bringing the boys every single day so you never miss the Crypto Hour.
Every day, guys. The #1 dynamic duo in crypto will be with you guys every day. We're going to be having fun. And to those of you that still eat chicken with the bone in, I don't judge you. I don't judge you at all. Everybody knows boneless is better. Now, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. PST.
Later, Jake. Later, Jake. See y'all. I'm Jake Gagan. Let me cut my chicken, dip it in the ranch, and eat it. Yes, yes. Don't want to get the hands dirty. Yes. No, no, no. Y'all have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.